think that's it. I think that's literally what I did.
Hey.
I want to live in a village like that. Uh, Speaking as somebody who lives in, well, you know what? In a fantasy setting like this, probably you own a big house, a big garden, everything looks beautiful. Yeah, until it doesn't. Until it doesn't. Because eventually, like, the winter comes, and then everything is nasty looking. Or like the seasonal, like, tree sap comes down on everything. Like it's very pretty until like the pollen season arrives, or like all the tree sap starts flying everywhere, or the leaves start covering everything. Like that's the case everywhere though. That's true. But I feel like it's worse when you live in the countryside. I'm saying, listen, I live in the countryside, so like I've got there's tons of mountains here, and those mountains are covered in nothing but trees. Just nothing but trees. So like in one way I kind of envy people that live like in the city, because it's just like I assume that they have less to deal with when it comes to like tree sap and stuff like that, but like there's so much. There's so much. And also like random trees falling on power lines and like ruining everything. That's also another issue. Just tree lines everywhere. Just constantly smacked around by the not tree lines, tree branches everywhere, smacking everything around. They're telling me that I'm expensive, that I have expensive taste, and I spend my money too much. This will happen throughout the entire game. They constantly complain about how much money I'm spending. I think you have to get like 30K and like maintain it, like $30,000, before they shut up about you spending so much money. I'm not even sure about that, but I know it's a lot of money you have to keep. And the moment that you drop down below that, they're just like, "Hey, you've been spending a lot of money, haven't you?" It's weird.
Hello.
So it might be tomorrow when we start this, but I know he starts a quest. That's why I wanted to go check on him. He might not be doing the quest because I'm not at his house. He might only start the quest at the house. So I know there's two more girls that we can date that we gotta meet, and one of them are connected to him. Two of them are connected to him, so we. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take off the tool because it's making the camera jump around, and it's driving me crazy. And then we're just gonna pick these, and then we're gonna water, and we'll do some stuff. Let's see, what level are we at? I mean, regardless of how high our level is today, I will probably attempt before we end the stream to beat the first boss. I just can't promise I'll do it. I think I need a few more levels in. I definitely need more equipment before I jump in there. Like, I would like a few more potions. Like, luckily, because I opened that last floor, I could just grind them by picking them up at the bottom floor. Like, there's certain floors where, like, they spawn more in the crates. So, like, I could just do that. But I really just want to make sure that I'm taking care of everything. This will probably be the last time that we collect crops from here. We will probably move all the crops starting from now to the bottom in the spring area. We'll probably move everything to the spring area. So But I just wanted to make sure that I had like a little bit of extra crop taken care of. So I feel like today will also be like a kinda easy day. Like I did do a little bit of like monster killing earlier. But that was more to just build up my level. Like I really need more tools. I need like accessories. I need a new weapon. Like we're at the point where the spear isn't useful. It's just getting the money for it. Okay, so I'm gonna take out the hammer. I think I had a few more spots that needed hammered. I did forget about like taking care of the cherries yesterday. I'm still not worried about it too much. I'm also not worried about like most of the rocks here. It's mostly these smaller ones. I'd rather get like most of this area cleared out rather than all of it. There will be a storm that happens. There's a chance of storms during the summer, so like I don't want to like waste too much time clearing out everything if I know it's just going to get dirty again. But I do want to prevent myself from having to like clear out this area too much. You know what I mean? We're just gonna focus on like not having to maintain it too much. Plus, it's gonna take me a while to get rid of those those bigger rocks. Like we'll probably get a monster to take care of that stuff more than anything, and we'll take care of stuff that's more in the dungeons instead.
Hi. Welcome. Baths are not.
Baths can wash your soul.
That will be 10 go.
Again, this is very weird. Purification via bath. I don't feel like the baths are very pure. Especially when we're the ones taking it.
Hello.
And this guy is just following. This guy's following the mantra. He's following the mantra just to a T. Bath can wash your soul. I think if we could get to like day what? Ooh, it's all. I didn't realize you were here this early. Oh, Rosetta, it's not time to collect the items from the shipping box, is it? It's not. I ran away from home. Huh? Why? Hear me out. My father runs a general store. But the other day he forgot to do a delivery and the customer was so angry he said he'd take his business elsewhere. The deliveries are my father's responsibility. It's partially my fault for not making sure of it. But when we talked it over, he said it just can't be helped. Can you believe that? Does he even care about his business? Wait, how old is the guy? Which guy? The old man? Nolan? Because I'm assuming in his 50s. I don't think it gives a specific time or age. You. 20s. I don't think there's like a specific age, but it's 20s. Hell, for all I know, I'm 16. I'm assuming I'm legal age. I'm assuming I'm 18. 18 or 20. But like I don't know many games that actually give like a specific age for anything. Because they did that for like Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, and then they regretted it with Lumina. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that anyway. That's why I ran away. But won't your father be worried about you? Thought he was a teenager and already owns a big house with a big garden and is out there farming and fighting monsters. Honestly, it could actually be that, but they don't specify the ages. Like, for all I know, every single like girl and him here are like teenagers. For all I know. But like, I could also assume that they're all in their 20s. Some of them might even be their 30s. Like Laura, I could see as like being closer to 30. Laura, I could see as being closer to her 30s. Eunice might be like 25 or something. There's another character I could see as being like closer to 30s or 300. Anyway, she's an elf. So I'm not entirely sure. There might be a place somewhere where they stated like a specific age, but they don't really talk about it in the game. They don't talk about it in the game. Anyway, I'm gonna go to my house. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I'm gonna make sure that Rosetta just like pops up. But yeah, she ran away from home. She's still gonna do business here, but she's not living at her father's house. So like, is it really running away from home if your father knows where you're at? I mean, I guess it is technically. Also, she's an adult? Question mark? She's an adult? So is it really running away if you're old enough to leave? I don't know, man. I don't know. I see why you asked that. I see why you asked that. I'm confused now. I know one thing. I'm going to get seeds. I'm going to get seeds. We're going to focus on spring seeds first. Eventually I want to get some fall seeds. But we're gonna get one of each seed.
Now then, what would you like?
I don't need any turnips though, because I got plenty of them. But
anything else?
We're gonna get
anything else?
These
anything
two.
Else? Anything
Well, I
else?
guess I could get one because they're literally 10G. But then the next seeds we're getting is over here, and that's because they go on Well Island. And then the summer ones will go on this island.
Come again.
And then eventually we'll get grass seeds, but that'll be like later. Probably after this batch is grown, or I've finished planting on Well Island and the Spring Island. Whichever. It's too early in the day. Well, I mean, it's too late to talk to Selfie, I think. I think she's one of the people that's just like, well, it's 5 o'clock. I don't have to open up anymore. I don't have to keep the shop open. So we're not going to worry about that. I might... Let me think. I've got enough now to get a barn. So we might do that. I at least just get the barn open. We probably won't get any monsters. Like, monsters won't die. You can get monsters and they won't die if you don't feed them. They just won't do anything for you. So, like, there's nothing stopping you. I guess they just eat the grass and stuff that's outside. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about, like, watering. I am just worrying about planting. So we're going to plant some seeds. Let's see, what ones would be best? Probably the cucumbers and these because they are constant growers. These two constantly grow, so I don't have to worry about them as much. And then we're going to utilize the doors. So we already opened the doors. Again, we'll get a teleporter later. So we don't have to worry about it as much. But we gotta beat the boss in order for that teleporter to, like, pop up. But until then, we're going to be going through a few loading screens. And here we are. We're at the next one. And I don't even think I need to take care of this one side. So we're going to do cabbage. We will be using that side later on. In fact, we might need to till another area later on. I'll probably do it on the top part. If we do, like, these special seeds. If we do the special seeds, I don't know if we will. Because there's a lot of flowers that you can grow. And honestly, I don't even pay attention to them most of the time because some of them take 100 days. I'm not even kidding. Some of them take 100 days. You can only grow them in like this area. So most of the time I just ignore them because by the time that they're grown, I have beaten the game and they're kind of useless. So yeah, it is a thing though. Okay. I can also use like the special move to speed that along, but I just wanted to do it that way instead. Okay, it didn't give me the energy today. What about you? A root? Okay. It's being cheap today. It's being cheap. Let's see. I'm just gonna do that. There we go. Nothing here. Little water source here. You know what? I'm not probably going to take care of anything. Well, I mean, I could do a little bit. Let me see. Is there anything I need to... Oh my god, I keep getting the buttons mixed up. I'm gonna go to Well Island. And I'm gonna see if there's anything, like, smaller I can break down. Probably not a stump. Because those take a little bit. But if I can break down something smaller, like some rocks or something like that, so I can be a little bit more prepared for tomorrow, that would be very helpful to me. So we'll see. If not, I'll just, like, grind somehow. Maybe with, like, cooking. Oh, I have an egg. I can boil it. I could do a little cooking. So that's something I can do. I'll figure out something. I'll figure out something to use this energy with. Because I don't want to just not use it. I'd rather use it and get some kind of skill somewhere. Okay. But if we could get most of these taken care of, we should be fine. For a little bit at least. Oh yeah, we're going to be fine. Like, we're basically ready for, like, whatever crop. I think there's one, like, big spot, like, further down. That might cause us some issues, but even that's not going to be much of an issue in itself. I'm going to get my spear out because I know there's monsters near it. I don't even know if I'll need a fight, but I just want to keep the weapon out. Okay, so I see, like, one little thing. Come here. That's what I wanted. Ooh, nice. I think I'm gonna have to find a stick if I don't already have it. I think that's one of the requests from Kano. I know he asked for a cloth, but I think he requests something else. But yeah, we're not going to be able to use... I mean, we could use the space, but we'll lose, like, a spot because of that stone. So it'd probably be something that could be... that I can use the seed maker with. Instead of something that, like, grows, like, constantly. That's probably what I'm going to be putting in there. So, let me just go ahead and go home, then. And I think all I did was make cooking stuff. So let me take a look at the stuff I've got to cook with. I think if I click the right button. I can probably use the bamboo on something, but I don't know what. Do you like lychees? Lychee is not common around here. In fact, I can't even think of a time where I've seen is it lychee or lychee? I don't know. I can't even think of a time where I could actually eat lychee. I've had dragon fruit. I love dragon fruit. Um, but I can't think of a time where I've had lychee. Yeah, yeah. It's again. I live in a very rural community, so like dragon fruit is like super rare in itself. Dragon fruit was only it's a very new thing here. Um, and like I get like you can find like a fruit for like $10 a single fruit. Um, you love the juice of lychee? They sell it in my grocery store around this time of year. I'd love to try it one day. It looks good. I don't know if I'll have that opportunity. I feel like if I get it, I'd have to like either like go to a different town or like order it online or something and have it shipped directly to me. Dragon fruit I never brought though. One is 10 to 15. Is that euros or pounds? I don't know the symbol. Way too expensive for one fruit. Yeah, it's dragon fruit is like about 10 USD here. Euros? Okay. Euros. Okay. It looks like an E, so it's a euro. Okay. Got it. But yeah, dragon fruit's about 10 to like 12 around here too. And it's a very small like amount that you can get. Like they have a very small section for it. And it's usually in like a little plastic container, so I don't know how good the quality even is. Like it's just that uncommon. So they did start selling dragon fruit like freezes at Taco Bell recently, and that's where I kind of first tried it. So it tasted good there. And it's a seasonal thing over at Taco Bell. So like that's like the only way I was able to get a hold of dragon fruit. But I'm going to take a break real quick. I'm going to do a little stretch and then I'll come back. Okay? I'll come back here in just a minute, all right? Just a minute. I was talking last week about like my issues with like the audio and stuff for breaks. Because I've been kind of like taking a break from social media and stuff and only came back to it like yesterday. I didn't have the time to like find like playlists and stuff like that I could use or like even like study up on it. But my brain hatched the idea of like I could just use the in-game music until I figure this all out. So I was just like, yeah, I could just do that. Hey, I'm right here. Excuse you. I'm right here. That's the only problem with it, is that if I'm gone too long, sometimes certain games will, like, forget. Yeah, I was about to say it. The in-game music fits here. Yeah, I don't know if it's public domain, but, like, it would fit. So I might need to hunt down and see, like, because, like, I don't know what music is, like, going to be really useful, but, like, I was just like, yeah, I could use this. Like, if it's safe to use in the game, then it's probably safe to use for, like, a break while I'm taking a break. So long as I'm just playing the game with it. So that was my idea. That was my thought. Like, if I'm playing a different game, maybe don't use it. But for now, it works.
Let's make this a great day.
And again, I'm just cutting it out afterwards, so it's not a big deal. But, And I do plan on, like, doing more research into that. Again, I'm taking, like, a slower period, so I'm going to be exploring more during my time off. It's just I've had a little bit of a backlog of, like, videos I need to edit and stuff. So, like, the end of this week, I don't have, like, a full set of videos for next week. So I'm trying to get that all set up, and I'm trying to figure out when to post my birthday stuff. So I'm just trying to figure that all out. So just a little chaotic right now. But how goes exploring the green ruins? Apparently monsters have begun living in the ruins because of its pleasantly mild climate. Having lived there so long, there may be monsters that grew to towering heights, so be careful. I'm sure that's not a warning. I'm sure that's not a warning. But I've been trying to find music that just kind of fits like the cozy atmosphere that I'm trying trying to get. Like, I want it to feel like a very chill place that you could come and hang out in, just in general. So, I'm hoping this fits the vibe. Although, if I ever play a game like, I don't know, like Vampire Survivor, or like one of those games that have like a lot more action to it, it's probably going to be a little bit weirder to hear that music in the break. Right next to all those like cute little cozy aesthetics. That's probably going to be a little bit weirder. I can say the cozy gaming tag 100% fixed here. Yeah, I do. I use the tag because I know a lot of these games fit here. I think of myself more as like a casual gamer because I like a lot of games in general. I like a lot of games in general. I played Portal here a while ago. I wouldn't call Portal really a cozy game. Some people probably would though. I browse it often, and 9 out of 10 times people play horror or shooter games with it. With the cozy tag. See, I feel like the word cozy means something and nothing at the same time. I'm always confused by it. Like, it feels like just the newer version of, like, the it feels like a new version of the casual tag. And I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like, it's like casual is more meant for boys and cozy is more meant for girls, if that makes sense. And even that, I don't even know if that's a proper explanation, but like typically when you see a cozy game, it's just like cute, girly aesthetic. One that's traditionally cozy, right? And when you hear a casual game, it's something that's more associated with boys. Like, I'm pretty sure most girl games now are just cozy. But like, I like both cozy and casual games, so like, I kind of use both tags. Like, I really don't think there's a difference between them. So like, I personally prefer casual because it's just like, well, that's what it's been this entire time. But like certain gamers just prefer cozy over casual.